Hey, so you guys have been asking for something unexpected, and here we are. Fun fact, I am a big anime nerd. If I'm writing scripts, it's either music, an analysis video of some kind, or anime going on in the background. I could sit here all day long and waffle about some of the anime I've watched in the past and what they've done for me as a person. However, there's two off the top of my head that I always go back to. That is My Hero Academia and Demon Slayer. Both of them are very similar in putting younger characters through the paces. Both Izuku Midoriya and Tanjiro Kamado are also very similar in character and theme. Though there will probably be those that may disagree with that statement, but I don't want to dwell on it for too long. But let's talk about Demon Slayer for this video. It is one of the more interesting anime that I have rewatched at least 4 times. I'm actually on my 5th rewatch of the series and I just finished it like 3 days ago. Lady Divic and I both watched it. We actually saw on the Swordsmith Village arc in theaters. We both have our favorites, of course, and I want to talk about that. I doubt I have to explain Demon Slayer very much. It is very similar to a series of the main character and his friends go on a big adventure. Only this time, the main character and allies are humans fighting demons. I suppose a more apt anime would be like Attack on Titan or something, without the weird timeline shenanigans. What even was that? Anyways, the big question any person gets. Let's get that out of the way. My favorite of the main 3? Tanjiro, of course. His relationship with Nezuko, his sister if you don't know, is absolutely fantastic. Her being the center focus of the series and the goal of turning her back into a human is something I was not ready for the first time watching. The love both of them have for each other actually has me appreciating my own siblings even more as an adult. I have no notes. Tanjiro and Nezuko are great, and I cannot wait to see what happens next with the Infinity Castle arc. Side note, I'm aware of what happens in it. I'm actually just being extra for the sake of script and video. No spoilers, of course. I will say now, though, I don't fully agree with how everything ended. My favorite Hashira? Tengen Uzui. His weapon is crazy cool. It's giving Kratos in the best way. He's nothing like any shinobi or ninja type I have ever seen. He would not fit in Naruto's more serious tone. Well, when it is being serious, that is. You know, speaking on the Hashira, I actually like the idea of them in the first place. Elite fighters that answer only to the quote-unquote master is actually very cool. And well, clean too, actually. I was actually influenced by this with my own writing and a certain team of warriors I've had for literal years. Not going to get into them here in this video. But anyways, Tengen, Rengoku, Muichiro, Mitsuri, Obanai, Gyome, Giyu, Shinobu, and Sanemi, they are all very interesting, not only in design, but writing as well. They for sure look like they are the highest grade of fighter in the verse. While I don't really power scale them all that much, I for sure believe that Gyome is the most powerful of the group. Not only because of his energy overall, like the scene where he claps and the room shudders and all the other Hashira are like in like an oh my gosh facial expression. You guys know the clip, right? I don't need to show you, but if you know, you know. And well, he was also the only one capable of 1v1ing Muzan without much trouble. Well, at least in the early stages of the Infinity Castle arc. Well, right before it started. If I could actually add one thing before the fall into the actual castle itself, the Hashira and Tanjiro fight Muzan just a little bit. I personally would have liked to see them fight as one. You only get that a couple times, and then that's with Obadiah and Sanemi. In training and on a mission together. I actually like the pair of them working together overall. To see them all fight together once before the story ends would have been very cool. Well, you know, except for Rengoku and Tengen not being there. Well, Tengen because he retired, and well, Rengoku, well, if you watch the series, you know. Anyways, before we end things off for today, I'm actually going to give you guys over to someone special to me. Say hello, my friends, for the first time in a long time, to my favorite human, Lady Divic.
Hello, everyone. I'm Lady Divic. I'm excited for the Demon Slayer movie. Zenitsu, Gaio, Obanai, Sanemi, and Shinobu are my top 5 characters in that order. Zenitsu is like the piglet of Demon Slayer, and Sanemi is the Bakugo. I love and relate to Obanai's quirkiness and Shinobu's, sorry about that, forthrightness, along with Gaio's deadpan. All I know is these 3 movies are going to be rough. The series was great though. The Swordsmith Village arc felt rushed, but nonetheless, I love the sentiment of never giving up that this show gives. Mugen Train had me heartbroken because the premise was just that behind Rengoku's death. He led by example for his mentees to have something to fight for and keep going. Do I need to even mention Kaguya? The man spent his every breath knowing he was going to die while giving it his all to end Muzan through his faith in his goal and his children. What is also to admire is that even though his illness was supposed to take him out, he hung on strong and long enough to meet his end by himself with his family to not only meet Muzan's fate face to face, but give his children the upper hand in defeating him. The whole scene from the conversation to realizing it was all part of Kaguya's plan makes me so emotional. Either way, I'm giving the floor back to Divic.
Also, if it goes without saying, but also Kaguya is the master that I mentioned in my first section, by the way. And also, yes, we are aware that she did not say Giyu's name right. Let it go, humans. Okay? Okay. Alright. Well, Demon Slayer is a fantastic series that I genuinely find engaging. My Hero Academia isn't too far behind either. Both shows have a fun premise and great characters. I personally find it the most engaging anime I've seen. I've watched a lot of different anime over the course of my career and even before. What is your favorite anime and why is it Demon Slayer? I'm kidding. Though my question still stands. Let me know in the comment section below, leave a like if you enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next video. And who is excited for the Infinity Castle arc movies? What do you think that the studio behind UFO table, excuse me, is going to stay one-to-one faithful with the Infinity Castle? Do you think they'll make some changes? Let me know, and yeah, we'll be seeing you all next time. Have a good one.